Good morning from a very cold Thorpe Park resort, as we've decided just to come along and see whether or not we can see any updates or anything changing as we head into the 2019 season. We're just over a month away now before Thorpe Park opens for next season, and to be fair, at the moment we don't really know if there's anything new or what really is happening at the park. Now, they have done quite a lot of close season kind of updates themselves on their Facebook page. If you haven't been on there, head on there and you'll see a 6 or 7 part series of behind the scenes, which is amazing. Really is amazing the way they've done that for everyone. You know, Alton Towers teased it with the Wicker Man episodes. We got one episode that was 46 seconds long, a complete waste of time. Chesington actually posted a picture the other day, which was really nice, but Thorpe Park have gone really all out. So we're just going to take a stroll down. We don't expect to see much, in honesty, but just to update you on what's going on, whether or not we can see any activity around any of the rides or anything, and whether there's anything new. We're starting here up Rumba Rapids. Now, Rumba Rapids, as we said before about the boats, we have some modified boats which came into operation last year. We still don't really have any more, to be honest. That's kind of all we have so far. We know that Alton Towers haven't done any more either, so, you know, was it kind of a trial that's gone wrong? Is it something they're going to do closer to the season? There's no guarantee that Rumba Rapids will reopen at the beginning of the season when it's cold. It may not reopen until May and become a little bit more seasonal, obviously with the September close that it's experienced the last couple of years. But as it stands, only a couple of boats done. The rest of them haven't been done quite yet. This is a beautiful stealth. So we've just come out of the snow. There's no snow here, sadly. Oh, hang on, there's some snow, people. So we've just come out of the snowy season, but we have seen people working here already. There's quite a lot of activity. It's very early in the morning, to be fair, for there to be activity on as we've walked past. But we've seen vans and various other bits and pieces. As we said, the park opens at the end of March. We're currently at the beginning of February. So you can see work already going on this morning on Storm and Teacup. You can actually see some of the fascias come down, as well as the cups on their edge there. The cups are taken out every close season. It's nothing new. But certainly the fascia gone. It wasn't gone last time we were here. Whether or not they've needed to get that to get equipment in and out, we're not 100% sure. And we noticed as well there's no train on the brake run for Nemesis Inferno. Last time we came it was missing its seat. And is it in there?
You can't see from back there, but from here.
Very difficult to see.
You can just about see the restraint on the right one.
I'm struggling to see up there. Yes, we can. You can just, it's going to be very difficult on that video, but the train is back in the station and we can see the restraint on the front of it. We can't really get a very good angle, sadly. But the train is indeed back in the station, so it's not sitting on the brake run anymore. It was missing restraints and front seats. It's back in the station now. We would guess that the chain, which was being replaced over the close season, has now been done, and testing has indeed commenced on that. The fact that it's up and running and kind of ready to roll. So what we can see here is there's actually a little bit of painting going on. It's going to look a bit strange if they just do that, but the Nemesis Inferno exit steps, so you can see the one from Fright Night there from Blair Witch, but the exit steps in front, you see the scaffolding, we have some fresh paint. It's a lot lighter as well than what it used to be, because Nemesis Inferno is quite a dark sort of burgundy red, and that's really bright, so it'll be interesting to see over the next month or so whether or not they continue that right the way across there, but certainly right down to the exit path they've done that. Note that the Gallery of Fear sign is still up. With what looks like the closure of I'm a Celebrity, we'd be expecting that to disappear shortly, but it's still there at the moment. And of course the Blair Witch exit. And you can see where the painting has taken place. Nothing on the brake run. No real sign of the chain being replaced. I think it may indeed already be completed as we continue to have a little walk down. So no change here around Dead Creek Woods, all still very much in place. All the theming, all the lights are still on. I know there was some wonderful things saying if the lights are on Loggers Leap it's reopening. I'm really sorry, there's no work going on Loggers Leap whatsoever, and we'll show you that shortly. That ride is not reopening anytime soon. It requires a lot of work, and the lights being on, they're on all around the park, even when people aren't here, so please don't read too much into it. Unfortunately, we'd love to see Loggers Leap come back, but we'd love to see it come back. We'd love to see it come back in a much better form than what it's currently in. It's not going to be this season. Slammer still hanging on in there. I don't think it's ever reopening. I'm really not sure what the park are doing with it, because, you know, with parts not available for it, which is the reason really why they've closed it, I can't see anyone wanting to buy it. It's the only one left in the world. The last one was scrapped because of maintenance issues. It just seems a bit of an eyesore now as we go into another season with it shut. Just should rip it out, get some money for it, get some scrap metal for it. I just can't see anyone purchasing it, and I cannot see Thorpe Park putting themselves through high maintenance costs getting it back open again. But currently, still on site. And of course, there's Logger's Leap. And of course the train, the poor old train which used to carry guests to Thorpe Farm once upon a time. Do you remember going to Thorpe Farm, Kurt?
No.
No, the goat ate his coat at Thorpe Farm. You don't even remember it. It used to take guests around. It used to be a beautiful, beautiful, relaxing journey, especially in the sun. It's now covered in zombies and things, which is a real shame that they just couldn't keep that functioning. So there's Logger's Leap. There's no action going on Logger's Leap. There's very little we can see in the park. So a little bit of work going on in Storm and a Teacup, as we kind of expect, with it being put back together. Will it spin this year? It hasn't spun in years. A lot of people have been saying it'll be nice to add some maintenance so it spins. It hasn't spun in years. I don't know why people think it will be spinning next year. I don't think it will be, very, very sadly. It's very slippery here, so we need to fall over. So a little bit of work going on there, a little bit of work going on the fascia as well. We're not really sure what's going on there. I wouldn't expect a fascia change on it. I can't imagine the ride's going to get too much attention going forward. Looks like Nemesis Inferno's chain's done, which would be good for opening, obviously, at the beginning of the season. Looks like the train's been put back together, or certainly the one that we can see. It's very difficult on camera to see it, but certainly the one that we can see in the station has been put back together. So that's good news. Doesn't seem to be a lot of work going on in sort of Colossus wise. There's nothing under scaffolding there. We can just about see the banana boat under scaffolding, which is kind of as expected. And even Vortex, which the park posted, has been put back together, which we can see as well. I don't know if we can quite see it from here. We're just going to have a quick pan around, see if we can. Not quite from here, but we can tell you it's all back together. So there's very little to look at the front end. And very little to look at down there. I'm a Celebrity seems to be in place still, whether or not the painting that's going on is to kind of enhance that area back into what we assume will just be a Nemesis Inferno shop. We can't imagine they'll keep the I'm a Celebrity theme in, even if they want to reopen Vulcan Peak next year. I just can't see them wanting to keep it. You know, the slide will be made completely redundant. There'd just be no point whatsoever. But that currently is still in place. Slammer is still in place as well. And of course, Logger's Leap, which I'm really sorry I don't think is going to be reopened. I don't think it's ever going to reopen. I really don't. You know, Merlin's shut all the log flumes, which is this one, and the flume that use lake water. There's a lot more health and safety restrictions now about kind of getting out the boats and evacuation procedures. And you know, Chessington's and Legoland's underwent some, you know, changes, and of course they use fresh water, which is a massive difference for them. Chessington have a lot of evacuation procedures put in place, and of course that was done before the retheme as well. It wasn't done when Tiger Rock was put in, it was done before the retheme. So they obviously had plans on keeping that there in the first place. Whereas I think Logger's Leap, in the situation it's in the park, the area it's in the park, it's going to be sacrificed. I'm really sorry. I think it's going to be sacrificed. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. What have you seen from Thorpe Park this closed season that you are excited about for 2019? Are you happy that some rides are closing? Are you happy that these ones are left here to rot? You know, do you think they will reopen again one day? Do you think they'll invest the money and reopen again one day? Drop us a like. Remember to subscribe. We've got lots more videos coming on the way as we go back into the open season. My name's Adam. This has been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.